What is up, Virgo? Let's get some bonus material out for you here today, okay? New Year's messages, okay? This is loosely tailored to the last couple of months of 2020 into the first couple of months of 2021, okay? So, if you would like information on scheduling a personal reading, please look in the description of the video. We're going to jump right into this. Not really going to wait on people to tune in. Ooh, somebody's already here. What's up, Olivia? I didn't expect anybody to show up because YouTube usually stops notifying people after you've gone live 3 times. Anyway, cool. Right on. So let's go ahead and see. And this is I don't know if you all pay attention to what I do or not. I know some of you do, but this is going to be kind of loosely felt out. Okay, so whatever wants to come through first, I'm going to feel my way through it, okay? I'm not going to structure it very, very rigidly. So we're going to see what comes out first, if it's a current person, past person, or new person, and that's what we're going to roll with, all right? But we will cover all, past person and new person, okay? What's up, people? How you doing? What do we got for Virgo? Virgo, what do we got? What do we got? Hey, I love it when that happens. The Virgo card in the reverse could be another Virgo that you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be necessarily, but see, whenever I'm reading for a specific sign and their card comes out, the first thing that tells me is you're out of your comfort zone. Okay, out of your comfort zone. You're not, I don't want to make it sound like it's a bad thing. It could be a bad thing, but you're not quite at the peak, the highest vibrational version of yourself that you possibly could be. And again, that could be good, that could be bad. So I don't want to attach any judgment to that. It kind of sounds a little bit judgy and negative, but I don't mean it that way, okay? But for whatever reason, you're out of your comfort zone. Let's get 5 shuffles and see how that plays into the rest of the spread. 1, 2, 3 more. The Judgment reversed. Okay. So a lot of you have your options open here. Ooh, okay. You may have more options available to you than you realize. You may have a lot more options available to you than you realize. But I do think that whatever it was that was bothering you throughout the year, like if you, those of you who have been suffering from like maybe a painful separation or whatever the case may be, you're finally actually getting over it. You're finally actually getting over it. I do think you're being a little bit too analytical though, because you still are a bit guarded, but that doesn't really look like it takes up too much room in your energy here. You do have something new coming in. You definitely have something new coming in here, okay? But you also, whoever this was in the past right here, I think now is beginning to feel the connection stronger than they ever have before. Could be a Gemini. I also have Aquarius. Gemini, Aquarius, and Cancer, but it could be anybody, y'all. But now they feel the connection stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. It's one of those types of things where I think that the actual, how do I word this? You all were meant to come together, I think, and I do believe that you were meant to depart from one another. And that's when the real purpose to the connection kicked in. Once you all separated, okay? This person could have taken advantage of you, may not have realized what a good thing they had, but now that you're gone, ooh, now it's sinking in. Now they feel it. Now they feel it, okay? It's got them, I think this person here is very kind of dumbfounded. They could have been the very, very confident, cocky type of person. For some of you, it doesn't really have to, not necessarily have to be like, but just in their own mentality, they could have been very, very sure of themselves and very, and now I think that it's challenged. Now I think that they're really, really looking back and taking a second look at things like, oh man, whoa, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Where am I going from here? What did I do wrong? What did I screw up? That type of energy, It's a very rough transition, and I think you're doing a lot better than that though, aren't you? You are. You are definitely into 2021. New things coming in for you. Could be a Cancer. Well, I've already said the major arcana. I've already said that. But I think that it feels like things are going pretty slow, but they're not. They're not. I think things are moving a lot faster than you realize. See, if we keep looking to the outside world for evidence that, because that's what we always do. We look out here for the evidence. That's what we do. We're humans, right? We want to see the evidence that supports that things are changing. We want to see evidence in our outside world that supports that we're making the right decision and think. We want this out here to mold to this in here, and it's actually the other way around. Okay, this right here has to mold to this out here first, and then this out here will change. If that makes any sense. So I think that a lot of you are kind of up in your head creating the illusion that things are moving a lot slower than they actually are. You're looking too much to your outside world for clarification that things are, progressing, but you're moving very fast. You're moving a lot faster than you think you are. Okay. But, and you got a lot of new options available to you. But here's the thing too, when you step into this emotional independent type of energy, when you do this, options open up to you that you didn't even know you had. Okay. When you come to me for a personal reading, the chances are very, very high that I'm going to explain this process to you energetically, the way the energy actually behaves as to how we attract people to us and push people away from us without knowing it, unknowingly. There is a very specific science behind that. And unfortunately, I don't have time to get into that right now. But yeah, I think that's happening. You're stepping into a new frequency of independence. Okay, some of you are growing a backbone that you never had before, a sense of self-fulfillment. And you see, a lot of people, they claim, well, I don't need anybody. 9 of Pentacles. I don't need anybody, but it would be nice. People come to me for personal readings and say this all the time. I don't need anybody at all, but it'd be nice to have somebody by my side. When you say that, that's 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups reversed. 9 of Pentacles is I don't need anybody to support me. I can function very well by myself. But when you reach this energy, 9 of Cups, I don't need anybody to make me feel better either. I feel whole and complete within myself because you actually are. It's just a matter of acknowledging it and stepping into that energy, and a lot of you are. And now you're attractive. Now you're very attractive. Not just sexually, not just romantically, but now energy is starting to flow your way. You're more intriguing. Okay, you're more likely to have somebody approach you just to start a conversation. You know what I mean? You're just attractive. Energy is starting to flow towards you now. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the past. Let's look at the past person. Let's go ahead and look at the past person. I know there's at least one Virgo watching that is curious about the past, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way, and then we will read the new things coming in. Okay. Past person Virgo's dealing with. If you're not interested in or dealing with a past person, this is not for you. This is for the Virgos who are still interested in the past person or hung up on the past or whatever the case may be. Past person Virgo's dealing with. Past person universe. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Okay, yeah, hey, there it is again. Temperance in the reverse. Okay, so this person's a little bit impatient. They could have been waiting for you to come back, and they're getting kind of impatient. Maybe they're waiting to hear from you. Maybe they're waiting for you to make a return, and it hasn't happened yet, and they're getting a little bit impatient. Okay, 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 2 more. Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, so they don't see any other options. I mean, they may have options available to them, but the world's in the reverse, yeah. Yep, the world's reversed. The 4 of Wands is reversed. So this person, I really don't think has a sense of direction, honestly, as to where they're going and what they're doing. I do think that for a lot of you, this person is focusing very heavily on their money and their finances. They're probably working really hard, you know. But a lot of us, and I remember back in the good old days when I would fall into that trap, you know, where I have no idea where I'm going. So I have no clue. Well, I have no sense of direction. The only thing I can do, and I have moon and rising in Virgo too. So But the only thing I can do is just focus all my energy on working my ass off, become a bit of a workaholic, you know. But yeah, this person definitely doesn't really see any options available to them but you, I'm thinking. Okay? I'm really like, there could be all kinds of people, you know, talking to them, trying to get to know them. And I'm not saying that they're not dating around. They could be maybe talking to some people, but like I said, they feel the connection stronger than ever. So it's really hard for them to connect with somebody new because now you're on their mind so hard. They definitely feel a sense of unfinished business. And I do think you're going to end up hearing from them. I do. I do. Absolutely. It's really all that's coming through as far as that goes. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, okay, the death card. Could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. But I have Scorpio and Sagittarius here. They don't want you to know that. I think that this person comes across like they're very confident and like they, you know, I'm good. I'm not. Nothing bothers me. Bullshit. Bullshit. It sure does. It sure does. So, I think that they feel like they have no choice but to put this to an end. But man, they feel the connection stronger than ever now, and I think that was the intention behind the two of you even coming together to begin with. Okay. So what advice do we have here? Advice for Virgo. What advice do we have for Virgo in this past situation? Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Four swords in the reverse. Knight of Wands reversed. Six of Swords. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep on moving. Okay. Try not to spend so much time sitting around thinking about this. Okay. Don't drive yourself crazy with it. Okay. This is one of those types of situations that you'll drive yourself nuts trying to figure it out. Okay. And I know the way you all like to roll. This has come up for readings. Come up for you in readings before that you all are very, very analytical. You want to figure things out. You want to solve the puzzle. You want to, make sense of everything. Don't ever, Virgo, ever underestimate the universe's ability to confuse the shit out of you. Don't ever think that you can figure out every little thing that the universe is doing. This is one of those types of situations you're not supposed to be able to figure it out. Okay? Matter of fact, if you could, you would sabotage the path that you're on. If you could figure this out, you would sabotage the path that you're on. Okay? Keep moving forward. But definitely go inside and just take some personal inventory. Okay? What that means is go inside and nobody has to know about this. Just go inside and honestly start calling yourself out on your own bullshit. Okay? Moving forward, okay, what are some things about me that I can change? I think that it would be safe to assume that most of us here, live, and the people who will be watching the playback, would like to see new results in life. Huh? Isn't that true? Most of us are mainly here because something in our life isn't quite going the way that we want it to. Okay, I want to see a change. I want something I've never experienced. I want more success in my relationships or in my finances or whatever the case may be. Okay, so moving forward, obviously, I have to change the way I do things. I have to change the way I look at things. I have to change the way I believe about things. I have to change in here moving forward. Because if I keep doing things the way that I've been doing, I'm going to keep getting the same results. Keep playing the same games, keep winning the same prizes. So just go inside and take some personal inventory by yourself in private and say, okay, yeah, I'm kind of full of shit when it comes to that right there. That's kind of bullshit on my part. Okay, all right, I'm gonna work on that. Yeah, that's a little bit selfish of me. This thing that I do. I got to work on that. You know what I'm saying? Just nobody needs to know about this. Okay. Now, finding somebody to talk to strengthens it if you can admit it out loud, but you don't have to. As long as you can, with a clear conscience and a clean heart, go inside and honestly call yourself out and work towards making changes in here. That's all that you really need to do, honestly. But yeah, I wouldn't open up communication. I wouldn't do anything like that. Don't try to reconcile. Keep moving forward. Be the change you want to see. Be the change that you want to see. Okay? Well, I guess let's go ahead and read the new person. I got an idea of something that I want to do, but I'll do that later. Okay, let's look at the new person. New person Virgo's dealing with. New person. This is new things coming in. If you're not interested in new things coming in, shang-a-lang-a-bing-bang, this is not for you. Man, I'm surprised here. Still a couple hundred people showing up. I know none of you got notified, did you? Unless YouTube fixed that. For the longest time, people get notified for my first 3 lives, and then after a third time, it doesn't notify anybody. So that's still good for nobody getting notifications and a couple hundred people showing up. Cool, appreciate y'all. Anywho, new things coming in. Oh, the Temperance. A lot of Sagittarius energy here, okay? To be 100% honest with you, I don't really know exactly what route I want to take with that just yet. Ooh, there's that Ace of Cups showing his face for you, though. I feel like that belongs in there. Since that's the second time I split the deck and seen that card, it belongs in there, okay? Definitely have new things coming in. Absolutely. Let's get 5 shuffles. 1, 2, 3 more. Can you see it? Can you see it? Dude. 10 of Cups. This new stuff that you have coming in, massive potential, okay? It's very important that you do your part of the work, okay? Because a lot of you, and those of you new to my channel, you may be used to a lot of tarot card readers on YouTube who sprinkle sugar on the reading to make it sound cute, and I'm not one of them. I will read exactly what shows up. I have pissed off thousands of people, okay? I read what I see, okay? Having said that, okay, a lot of you really, your person is right around the corner. That 9 of Cups came up for you at the very beginning of the reading. Why? Okay, let me ask you this. Let me just a sidebar and ask you this. In the tarot, okay, you have 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. This is the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is that all-time perfect relationship, happily ever after relationship. The 9 of Cups is the card of emotional independence and being happy, fulfilled, wishes fulfilled, all by yourself. A lot of you, it's the card of being happy and single. Why would the 9 of Cups, being happy and fulfilled and complete and single and by yourself independently, be right next to the 10 of Cups, the card of being happily ever after with somebody else? You would think those two would be two polar opposite ends of the spectrum, but they're not. They're right next to each other. Why is that? Why is that? Because anything that you want to materialize in your physical reality, you have to first match the frequency. Wouldn't you say that's true? Everything that is in your life is a mirror image reflection of the frequency that you're on. So what do you think happens? The minute you step into that energy of being emotionally independent and formulating a successful relationship with yourself, what do you think happens? That frequency, a successful relationship with me, has no choice but to manifest in my physical reality. Has no choice. Has no choice. Your person is right around the corner, okay? It's just up to you to do your due diligence, to go inside and be sure that you are maintaining a healthy vibration of emotional independence, okay? Could be a Cancer headed your way. Let's see, I have Aries and Cancer here, and Sagittarius, okay? I do think that this person is a little bit reluctant to take a leap of faith, okay? Thanks, Melissa, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it. This person is a little bit reluctant to take a leap of faith, okay? A little bit. This person is definitely still, and this comes up 90% of the time. They're still transitioning on from a past as well. Okay, this person could have an ex that's still bothering them, you know, but this definitely has potential here. Okay, communication could be a little bit. This person could be like holding a lot back and not really saying a whole lot, because by the time the two of you come together, the thing about when you meet your person, let me just explain this to you. How many of you out there know a really successful couple? Like a real successful one, not a toxic couple. I could walk around my neighborhood and find 20 toxic couples who have been together for 20 years, that hate each other, been breaking up and getting back together, cheating on each other. I'm talking about when you meet this couple, they're like the closest thing to that fairy tale love that you could possibly find in real life. Okay, of course, it's not the fairy tale love that doesn't exist, that picture perfect relationship, but the closest thing to it makes you kind of jealous. Makes you kind of fucking jealous. To meet one, or maybe you know one, ask them. Ask them about how they met, what brought them together. Ask them some questions. It'll blow your mind, dude. It'll blow your mind. It's always something to the effect of, we met by accident. How many of you have heard that? We met by accident. Wasn't even looking for a relationship. Wasn't even thinking about love. Of the couples that I've met like this, though, my all-time favorite is they're not even my type. That's my all-time favorite. So there's this thing. Why would I not be looking for love? What's going on in here if love is the last thing on my mind? What's going on in here? Think about that. Put yourself in that frequency. What's going on in here if it's not that I don't want a relationship, it's just that it's not that high on my priority list. You know, I got other important shit to worry about and think about. And, well, if somebody wants to come along and love me, awesome, that's cool. We'll see if they ever come along, but I don't have time to wait around on that. I got a relationship with me. I'm planning my life around me. Think about that. It blows your mind when you meet them because it's so unexpected. So that's what this person's dealing with right here. It's very unexpected, very like, whoa, it's kind of scary. It's a bit shocking. It's like, oh, dude, there's no question in your mind. No question in your mind when you come together with this person. The only question you're probably going to have is, do I really want to rip apart my entire life to fit this person in it? That's the paradox. That's the paradox. Because when you form that successful relationship with yourself, you close that space. And you stop waiting for that person to show up. And you start planning your life around you. How do you think the universe is going to mirror that connection back to you? How do you think? Thank you, Tia, for that super chat. Thank you so much. So yes, having said that, I know a lot of you have heard me say this before. And if you come to me for a personal reading, chances are I'm going to break that whole process down and explain it in much greater depth than that. But this person is a little bit shocked. They're a little bit, oh man, do I really want to completely rearrange my life? Oh my God, man. Dude, Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups for the new things coming in. Lots of potential here. Let's look at the advice. Let's look at the advice. What advice do we have for Virgo? Advice. Powerful stuff, y'all. Powerful stuff. I love it. What advice do we have? Advice for Virgo. The Queen of Swords. Okay, keep your head about yourself. Stick with the facts, stick with the logic, okay? Yeah, just keep a clear mind, okay? Don't let emotions get in the way, especially past emotions, okay? Just don't let any emotions, like, get in the way. Stick with the facts, stick with the logic, be very matter of fact, okay? Especially some of you who still are healing from some heartbreak. Don't let that past heartbreak cloud your vision of a new person, okay? 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Four cups in the reverse. Hey, don't pass on this opportunity. Don't pass on this opportunity, okay? So it's time to throw in the white towel. Quit fighting your old battles. Okay? There are many things on this planet that you could fight for, okay? But once you start fighting for love, this interesting thing happens. It's no longer love at that point. Love can't be fought for. It can't be. Okay? Love just is. It just is. It can't be fought for. It can't be manipulated. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It can't be given ultimatums. It just is what it is. Just put the sword down. Stop fighting your old battles. Okay? Be sure that whatever you do, you're able to have a good time. Okay? And I know that sounds kind of like airy-fairy, but you have no idea. Be sure whoever this is coming in can also be your best friend. That's another reason why you want to be able to be very matter of fact. Okay? Don't let emotions cloud your mind. Be sure we need to form a friendship first. We need to form a friendship first. Because if we're going to be together happily ever after, we need to be able to make sure that we can be friends too. Because if we ain't friends, if we're not the type of people that could go hang out and be each other's best friends, it's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I know a lot. I've met people who preach against that. You know? Oh yeah. Well, how successful is your love life? It's not. I've never met anybody who preaches against that who has a successful love life. Be sure you can be friends. Okay? And that. Again, there's no way to guarantee success, but boy, if you want to raise the chances of success, be sure you can be friends, okay? As long as you prioritize all these things correctly, massive potential for success here, okay? Massive. So, I feel like the messages my Virgos needed to hear have come through. Thank you all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate you. You all who have sent super chats, likes, and comments, and positive feedback. Thank you all so much, man. Remember to look in the description of the video for information on scheduling personal readings, okay? Everything you need to know is all down here. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, all right? Y'all have a